Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Deep Biology. Today we will discuss pedigree analysis. First of all, we will discuss some symbols related to pedigree, like circle indicates female, square indicates male, and this symbol depicts that sex are unspecified. When the dot is given in the circle, this indicates that female is carrier, and when circle and square are filled, then they are affected individual, but when they are not filled, then they are unaffected individual. When this type of symbol is given, this depicts that the mating occur between male and female, and it will produce a children which have trait. Now when the male and female are joined by two lines, this depicts the consanguineous mating. Mating occur between relative, and when such type of symbols are given, this depicts that the individual have been died. There are three types of pedigree: sex-linked, autosomal, and cytoplasmic. The sex-linked is further divided into Y-linked and X-linked. The X-linked is further divided into dominant and recessive. In case of autosomal, there are found two types: dominant and recessive. In cytoplasmic inheritance, there is mitochondrial or chloroplast inheritance. It means as we know that DNA is found in chloroplast or mitochondria. Now we have given this pedigree, and we have to tell that what kind of pedigree it is. In this case, this is mitochondrial or cytoplasmic inheritance, because in case of cytoplasmic inheritance, female pass disease to all of the individual, or female pass trait to all of the individual. For example, when female have trait, then you can see that all of the individual will have trait, whether its male partner have trait or not. Now in this case also female have trait, then it will pass trait to all of the individual. But when the male individual have trait, it does not pass to the individual. This depicts that this is the case of cytoplasmic inheritance. Now we will discuss autosomal recessive. There are some points by which we can determine that whether our pedigree is autosomal recessive or not. For autosomal, there is found equal number of male and female individual from the parents which show this trait. Now this trait often skip generation. It means that in generation first there is not found any trait showing individual, and it is also not found in generation second. This means there is skipping of generation occur. But in generation 3 there is found this trait showing individuals. Now if both parents are affected, it means when both of the parents are affected by the trait, that it is autosomal recessive. It means their genotype is small a, and small a. Now all of the individual produced by these parents will have this trait, because there is only passing of small a allele from here and small a allele from here. In this way, all of the offspring will have small a character. That's why there is found all affected individuals. Now this is the most important point by which we can determine that it is recessive pedigree. When unaffected parents, it means when parents are normal, as in this case, and produces affected child, there are produced affected child, this suggests that this is autosomal recessive. In this case, here the parents are in heterozygous condition. That's why they will pass small a and small a to the affected child, and there is found affected child. That's why these are the thumb point for autosomal recessive. Now autosomal dominant. In case of autosomal dominant, a capital allele will produce trait. In this case, the trait should not skip generation. It means when either one of the parent have disease or trait, then it will pass the trait to some of the individual. For example, here the small a encodes dominant trait. Now this A allele will pass to the individuals, and those individual which will get this A allele will show trait. That's why there is not found any skipping of generation. An unaffected parent when mated with, it means when unaffected parents having small a genotype when mated with affected parent, an unaffected parent when mated with affected parent, then 50% of the offspring are affected. This is the case possible only when affected parent have capital A small a genotype. That's why it will pass two alleles, small capital A and small a. When capital A bearing gamete will fuse with small a, then there is found disease. But when small a allele carrying gamete will fuse with small a carrying gamete, then there is found normal child. Now this is the autosomal because there is found equal number of male and female progeny in the pedigree which are affected or showing trait. An unaffected parent produces unaffected individual. It means there is not found any allele having dominant in nature. That's why this will pass only small a to the offspring, and all of the offspring are of normal type. They will not show any trait.
Like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you and have a nice day.